Hey everyone, and welcome to a podcast where we dive into the stories that ripple beneath the surface. I'm your host Anuv, and today we're tackling an important question. Are Indigenous rights truly respected and protected in Ontario? To explore that, we're taking a close look at Cottagers and Indians, which is a powerful documentary by Drew Hayden Taylor, and it tells us the story of modern conflict over wild rice between Indigenous harvester James Witung and a group of non-Indigenous cottagers living on Rice Lake in Ontario. Now, at first glance, the conflict seems simple. One man is planting wild rice, and some lakefront property owners don't like it. But when you go deeper, you realize that this is about way more than plants in the water. It's about culture, history, and rights that go way back, long before cottages were ever built on that lake. James Witton, a member of the Curve Lake First Nation, is planting wild rice, manuman, as part of his traditional food and harvesting rites. He's not just doing this for himself, he's reviving an entire cultural practice that was nearly erased through colonization and environmental destruction. For Indigenous communities, this isn't just food, it's identity, it's ceremony, it's survival. On the other side, we hear from Larry Wood and other cottagers who feel that the rice is overgrown and that it blocks boats and ruins the recreational use of the lake. And I'll admit, hearing their concerns reminds me that land and water use is a shared experience, and when one group makes it change, it affects others. But here's the thing, whose rights comes first? That's the heart of the documentary, and of the broader issue in Ontario. Time and time again, Indigenous rights are legally recognized but not fully respected in practice. James Witung isn't breaking any laws, he's exercising a right that's supposed to be protected. Yet he faces backlash from neighbors, pressure to stop, and little to no institutional support. Even though Drew Hayden Taylor tries to show both sides and balance the tone of the film clearly, this supports Witung's supports, and I think that's fair. Because even when both sides speak, they're not coming from equal ground. One side is defending leisure, and the other side is defending legacy. Like I said before, the tone of the film clearly supports Witung's efforts, and I think that's fair. And also, Taylor's use of language, like calling a conflict in war or skirmish, helps us helps us see how intense these tensions are, but also how important the stakes are for Indigenous people. And yes, as a member of Curve Lake himself, Taylor's perspective isn't neutral. But honestly, maybe neutrality isn't what's needed here. Sometimes you have to stand for something. So, are Indigenous rights truly respected and protected in Ontario? Well, the Cottagers and Indians documentary shows us that while they may be recognized on paper, in real life, Indigenous people still have to fight for what's already theirs. That's the quiet message of the film, and one we can't afford to ignore. It's not just about wild rice, it's about reclaiming space, identity, and justice in a province and a country that still struggles with how to make reconciliation real. So, thanks for listening to this podcast. Until next time, I'm Anoop. Stay curious, stay thoughtful, and hope you enjoy my podcast.